yourself, mate, I went through some pretty dark times last year, and I think just really being able to sit back as a coach and reflect on why you do it. It's not always going to be easy, and remember the bigger picture on why you're doing it.
I think it was important, our dynamic last year, actually, because you had somebody to put it into some context for you. And I did say numerous times to you, you've got to work hard, but then eventually it would just flip round.
Correct.
And it flipped round even quicker than I thought it would. But
I think then we all thought.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I tend to get employed to clubs that need help.
Yep.
I don't get employed to Premiership winning sides.
Yeah.
If you think about that, no coach does, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Unless the coach retires or, And so, it was needed. And I think it was an essential part of your growth.
Oh,
because let's say you didn't have last year, you wouldn't be 1/10 of the coach you are now.
No, I definitely.
You'd have gone from reserve grade grand final to first grade top of the comp. But last year you had to really deeply analyse, number one, why you coach, which was the first point you brought up. Number two, how the hell to get yourself out of the predicament. Because the other thing, and another thing we spoke about last year quite significantly, and funnily enough, I see this at one of the clubs I work at right now too, in another comp. If you actually drill down into the losses last year, maybe 1 or 2 was a significant loss.
Oh, yeah.
The rest were all close games of football, and that builds character, that builds resilience, that builds care, that builds want, that builds desire, that builds eagerness to try and repair it. And it also preaches to people's pride.
Yeah,
so,
correct.
In your group this year, even though you've just listed a who's who of A-grade rugby league footballers, a team, the envy of everybody in Australia, the people around them, so the people you haven't mentioned are the club. And they went through that last year. And they went through the growing pains of being a reserve grade outfit, essentially. And everybody who knows football in the bush or near the bush, near the city, but sort of the bush, knows that a reserve grade club is very social, very relaxed about football. I see reserve grade games regularly where one player doesn't warm up. His name's Ben. Shout out to Ben. He just says, "I'm not doing that." Right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, some of those players are asked to play first grade, which is videoed, refereed intensely. The referees are coached. There's a big judiciary attached to it. There's care. There's sponsorship monies that people pay to watch that. And the pressure is real. And particularly in some of these towns in and around Australia that are off the beaten track, the fortunes of that football team are the thread that runs through that community.
100%.
So it's a different kettle of fish. So going back to last year, all the players and the committee and the coaches that worked through with you last year, they would have been the welcoming committee to all the players that you got in this year. And your current culture will be a fusion of those two things.